Hi, it's Michelle Einstein, Songbird Song. The Australian and New Zealand Journal of Psychiatry, HHS Public Access, author manuscript, Stealing Me from Myself, Identity and Recovery in Personal Accounts of Mental Illness. Jennifer P. Wisdom, Assistant Professor of Clinical Psychology and Psychiatry. Kevin Bruce, Resident Physician. Excuse me. And Carla A. Green, Senior Investigator. CAR, Los Angeles. Alpha Angeles. My mother-in-law gave me a car when I lived in Los Angeles. Okay, abstract objectives. To understand and promote recovery from serious mental illness, it is important to study the perspectives of individuals who are coping with mental health problems. Aldous Huxley talks about the millions of abnormal normals. Steven Crowder asks on Twitter, what should be the minimum mandatory sentence for a pedophile? Okay, now I'm trying to turn the page. Michelle Minow says, what if the 13-year-old is your spouse from a past life, like Eleanor Rigby, Michelle, and Paul McCartney, the Count of Monte Cristo? Michelle, the Countess of Monte Cristo. The stories Eleanor Rigby told young Paul McCartney, he tells us he made songs of them and got himself a career as a member of the most popular band, the Beatles. Don McLean, Lester Barker of Clarksville, Tennessee, and the Tsar of Russia told Michelle he's going to make her the Tsarina of Russia, rich and famous, because many, if not all, of the artists and writers are taking her life data and crafting them into songs and books and movies and musicals and getting rich and famous and not giving her a lick of credit, no recognition, no money, no thank you, no nothing. Whitney Houston's song, I have nothing, nothing, nothing without you. I don't want to hurt you anymore. Brandy, Google, Brandy reflects on the magic of working with Whitney Houston on Cinderella. Hit songs. I have. That was Whitney Houston's truth. Michelle Birdsong, as a young child, was Cinderella. She was told to stand on a chair at the kitchen sink and wash dishes. And she was 6 years old, and so she did. And she continued to be the family dishwasher after she no longer needed a chair. At 16, she protested. Her sister told her mother, you know she's crazy. As a child, she washed the Venetian blinds slat by slat, washed her stepfather's bloody disgusting clothes. He worked at the packing house, conking cows dead with a hammer to their heads for a living. Paul McCartney, a vegetarian for many years, said, "If you've ever been to a slaughterhouse," and Michelle says, "and seen the blood and smelled the fear and death," Paul said, "you'd never eat meat," Michelle said, "and fish or eggs again." She, Minnow, hung the laundry outside in the backyard on the clothesline. No clothes dryer. She also mopped the floors. At age 13, she worked in a dry cleaner's, inhaling the chemicals, the cleaning fluid, as she removed stains from men's pants. She bought her own school clothes, including winter coats for herself and her sister. She also, as a child, babysat for a soldier's wife's newborn baby. That's when she started loving children. Minnow Michelle is not bitter about having been treated like Cinderella. She came away with a strong work ethic. She's like her son from a previous life, Will Smith, who says, "You will not outwork me." Light defined. The natural agent that stimulates sight and makes things visible. The light of the sun. Similar. Illumination. Brightness. Mama said, "I was born too light." She told the delivery room nurse, "Get her away from me, she's too light." And with a soulmate and with a twin flame. Illuminations, album by Josh Groban, a studio album. Song on the album, Bells of New York City. Mama hearing bells stopped her aborting me. She said she was aborting me and then her ears started ringing like dinner bells and she stopped. Songs. Illuminations. Number 1, The Wandering Kind, Prelude. Number 2, The Bells of New York City. As Frank Sinatra, Josh Groban sang, "New York, New York, the city that never sleeps. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere." At Radio City on Michelle's birthday, April 9th, Josh Groban sang "Empire State of Mind," said the same thing. They say if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. I'm in New York, in Chelsea. That's my neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Galileo, that's the name of a song on Josh Groban's album Illumination. Minnow, Michelle Birdsong's eldest daughter, Robin Birdsong, is a reincarnation of Galileo. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Charan Singh, Jesus Christ III, told me that. Robin was Azura, the youngest of Eve and Jesus' 5 children in the Garden of Eden. Adam, Michael Bublé. Eve, Michelle Birdsong, Adam's second wife. Lilith, Luciano Lopato, Adam's first wife. She was also Pontius Pilate. Jesus, Joshua Winslow Groban, Jesus' first wife. Eve Michelle Einstein Songbird Song. Jesus, father of Eve's 5 children in the Garden. Eden. Eve's den. Den, room in her house, in her body. The uterus, the womb in her body. Woman. Wedding orders. Michelle Birdsong. Pleasuring. Engagement. RING. And wedding. RING. I didn't finish writing that out. This is the album CD. Josh Groban, Bridges. And this is the back. This is looking up. White shadow. The sun is white. I saw him with my own eyes. Josh Groban, Bridges. Josh, he, B, FATHER, father of good, excellent sons and daughters, identified. Awan and Azura are the daughters that he's the father of. The sons, Seth, Cain, and Abel. She, B, MOTHER, mother. You see that? He's identified as the father, and she be the mother, Michelle. Pleasuring. There's a ring, the engagement ring, and the wedding ring. See? Okay. And she is pleasuring daughters, Awan and Azura, and great excellent sons, Seth, Cain, and Abel. Okay? Cain, now Captain Devin Gangadine, is an airline pilot for Air Wisconsin. Abel, now Olympian medalist Michael Phelps, the most decorated medalist in the history of the Olympics. Seth, now an Academy Award-winning Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith. Awan, mother of 4 saints. Shira, Princess of Power, now Melanie Lynn Spear. Azura, other mother of 4 saints. Wonder Woman, now Robin Michelle Birdsong. Okay, so these are the members, leaders of the Holy Royal Family of good human beings, the immortal who have settled on Earth to rule and benefit the Earth. Okay? So I'm going to end the video now because I've given you all the information I can give you in this one video. I have tons of information, but I can't give it to you all at once, obviously. Okay? Thank you for watching.